Welcome to the TDC Today Show. My name is Sue Roskopf. The Disability Channel, or TDC, is out of Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and it's all about showcasing abilities. TDC is committed to providing high-quality digital media production services, education, and employment programs by and for persons with disabilities and veterans. TDC offers digital media production, video production, post-production, social media, and podcast creation, production, and support. TDC offers education and employment programming, which includes digital media courses to persons with disabilities who are unemployed and underemployed. TDC also offers community partnerships. Through partnerships and sponsorships, community partners and organizations become ability champions by supporting media created by and for people with disabilities. And here we are, the USA team. So again, my name is Sue Roskopf, and I'm excited to bring in my co-host this evening. We lovingly call her Diva, Miss Denise Vargas. I'm going to bring you on in here to say hello.
I'm doing that. I'm so excited to be here. And boy, do we have a juicy topic today.
Yes, we do. Would you like to go ahead and introduce where we are headed tonight?
Sure. So, as a person with disability, we often experience people in our everyday life who say that they are inspired by us. And while I love inspiring people, I like to inspire them because of something that I help them see in themselves, or something maybe phenomenal that happened, that because they heard me speaking about something, or they saw one of my coaching clients that had a breakthrough. Yeah, that's fantastic. But for some people, it could be a little bit, dare I say, a little insulting that we are thought of as inspirational just because we are out and about our daily lives, maybe picking up a gallon of milk. Right? That's something that everyone does. Why should that be inspirational? That is the topic today. Looking forward to hearing from our guests too. Back to you, Sue.
Excellent. Well, I think what we should do first here, let's go ahead and bring in our guests. So for each, as you are coming on in, if you could give us a brief introduction of yourself, maybe 30 to 45 seconds. Let's hear your elevator pitch style here, because we definitely want to know who you are, but we also want to get you involved in our conversation tonight. So I am thrilled to have two wonderful ladies joining us. I am first going to bring on in here Miss Leigh Kadooka, a wonderful lady that we've gotten to know quite well over the last, several months here. Leigh is amazing, and I'm so glad you could join us tonight. I'm going to turn it over to you. Welcome, Leigh.
Aloha. Of course, I'm in Hawaii and Sue is in Wisconsin, right?
You got it.
Denise is in New York. I don't know where CeCe is, but I look forward to getting to know where you're from when you hop on here. I am an advocate for helping people learn, because I think that's the one thing we can't get taken away from is learning. What inspires me with just that gallon of milk? Denise, you brought on a tough one. Inspiration is just smiling possibly at that person and letting them know that you care just with your smile. So back to you, Sue.
Excellent. Well, Leigh, we are so glad you are here. I am going to go ahead and bring in our next guest as well to join our conversation. So, CeCe, I am so glad to have you joining us here as well. We actually just did a podcast earlier today, and it was awesome time getting to know you a bit better. And I'm hoping you can go ahead and give us a quick introduction of you. And again, so grateful to have you here.
Thank you. My name is CeCe, and I'm in Georgia right now. And I am so inspired and encouraged by the Ability Network, because I had a problem learning until recently. I was diagnosed with a neurological issue that caused me to be delayed with learning. So this program is all about inspiration, because you can do anything with any disability, which turns into ability. So smiling at somebody, encouraging somebody, and being inspired is amazing. And thank you so much. And I want to hear more about the Hawaii person from that teaches on learning. So thank you.
Excellent. Well, so good to have you ladies all joining us here today. So Diva, I wonder if you want to come on back in and set the table a bit further with the conversation, because I know I've got a couple thoughts to share, but I wonder if I could start with you.
Absolutely. So, we all have challenges. And just like CeCe, you didn't even know about what you had until later on, right? So we all have something that we're dealing with in life. For me, it's a physical challenge, but it could be something like even like a single mom raising her children. And I was just telling a friend of mine that is a job. That is something definitely that people can be inspired with. That here is a single mom, has a roof over their head, is feeding them. They're going to school. They even, once they're done with high school, they even get to go to college. And this is a woman that did it all on her own without another parent there to help out. That is a challenge. And to know that she did it despite everything that was going on in her life, that is truly inspirational. And those are the stories that I love to hear. But now, again, as I mentioned before, there are times that people are just out and about living their lives. And yeah, a lot of us have challenges. If we don't drive, we need to plan out how we're going to get to the market and how much we're going to buy because of the limited transportation. Yeah, those are challenges. Absolutely, for sure. But it shouldn't be that we are inspirational because we got to the market, despite the fact that we had to plan it out a little bit more, because that can be the same challenge with anyone that doesn't drive, right? Like it could be that, all right, I have to go to the market. I don't have a car. I need to go on the bus. How many things can I carry with me on the bus to go back home, up a flight of stairs? There are different challenges. So an everyday situation shouldn't be an inspiration. Now, the fact that maybe I am running my own business, and yeah, I do have my physical challenges, and maybe some days I'm like, oh, I don't have the energy to get out of bed and do something. But yeah, I'm running my business. I pivot. I figure out other ways to do it. Is that inspirational? If I was an outsider looking at it, I might say, yeah, she's having an off day, but she's figuring it out. Yeah, I can probably do that. Let me get together with her and figure out how she does it so I can do it too. See, there's a little bit of difference there.
Yeah, I honestly think it goes a lot to perspective and maybe limited experience that people have. Because I can totally get how somebody would say that person that was just buying that gallon of milk, they found that to be inspirational because they never pictured that somebody with a disability would be coming and actually doing this themselves. That, oh my gosh, somebody must be around to take care of them. Or, that I really think that a lot of it has to do with that, perhaps that limited perspective, limited experience in life, that they just hadn't thought of it before, hadn't experienced this before. And to them, maybe for that moment, it is inspirational. But I think it does make a lot of sense to be a kind of challenging to that thought of, hey, this is not something that should necessarily be looked at as inspirational. There are so many bigger things in life that I can see being that inspirational kind of a piece. I guess I just keep thinking, I can't get off of my mind here that it is just that somebody hadn't experienced this before. They've never noticed it. They've never paid attention. That's part of why I love the whole concept of World of Ability and having this show that we can share experiences and insights that challenge where people are currently at, just to think beyond where they are now. That's just my 2 cents on it.
Yeah, I think also that the more that you are around people of all different challenges, whether it be a disability or even a veteran, right? That's a whole other thing that we're going to get into in a minute. But, the more that you are around people every day with different situations, you now just see them as just they're going about their day the same way I'm going about my day. So there's nothing really inspirational about everyday life. Once you really are involved and you're seeing it on a regular. Now, yeah, it might be that this person that all of a sudden you're an inspiration to, maybe you're the first this person with a disability that they've encountered. So that might be a whole nother thing.
Yeah. So Leigh, what thoughts do you have towards this?
I think most people with a disability are trying to figure out how do they fit in to our society, right? They need to, and I say they need to, but not necessarily, because we're all adults. So it's understanding that is whatever it is that you're up against, that's a challenge for you. But even people who quote unquote don't have a disability, we still struggle with things, but we struggle with different types of things. And we need to understand that it's okay to struggle, because getting over that struggle helps us, and then you can become an inspiration for another person that is struggling, because they may have had the same type of struggle that you had. You didn't realize it, but they saw you getting that gallon of milk, and it's, oh my God, if Denise can get that gallon of milk, so can I. And it's then going out and taking that one step. And everybody, take one step at a time. That's all you need to do. One step.
So CeCe, I want to turn it over to you. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to cut you off there, Leigh. CeCe, what are your thoughts? Oh, and actually, you're still muted. There we go.
Yes. Who was very inspirational to me was Helen Keller. She was both deaf and blind, and she became a very famous author. And that's inspirational, because most people who have those disabilities never do the things that we individuals that have that as common, hearing and seeing. We would never think that a person that was missing that would have so many other abilities. And so I'm learning that just because a person looks normal, talks normal, doesn't mean that they're normal. And I'm learning that people who have disabilities have extra blessings and abilities to do the things that they can do with their disabilities. So it's no longer a disability, it's actually a blessing, because they learn how to do things in a different way, or they learn at a different way also. And it's not like they can't do it. It's like if they are shown a different pathway to do it, they can do it. And so that's inspiring to me. So someone who has one arm or has a really disability and they're able to pick up that gallon of milk, and most people think, oh, I'll just get that for you, when they're able to do it, that's empowering them to take care of themselves in a way where we just neglect to think that they can do these things. So I think it's inspiring for anyone to be able to do something that they couldn't do, but now they can do it because they kept trying. And that's inspirational to me. So thank you so much for bringing this topic, because everything is possible with God. That's what I believe.
Excellent. Thank you so much. I know one thing that reminds me of too, the D3 Day. So Disability Dream and Do Camp. There was an event that took place just over a week ago, and that is a place where inspiration is everywhere. They have all these participants that have a variety of disabilities. Most of them, I believe, are physical disabilities, and it is a camp where they're going to learn how to throw a baseball or hit a ball, or I've heard stories that there have been participants that come that have never ever in their life tried to throw a ball. They come, they get to do all sorts of things that they never dreamed possible. And here it is. Okay, again, disability, dream, and do. D3 camp. The amount of inspiration that takes place and all the things that happen there. I still have, I've heard that there is a video that is out now that has some highlights from the camp last week, but I haven't seen it yet. So I need to go look that up when we're done here, because that is a place where dreams come true and inspiration is everywhere. That is, I'm, when we first started talking about inspiration, that was not even clicking in my mind, that those points are part of the same conversation in some respect here. But that is a group and a program that I think very highly of, and I definitely want to make sure people know exists and to check it out. I know they have a YouTube channel. They've got their website. It's easy to find out more about them. They actually bring in professional baseball players to help facilitate this, and it's amazing. It's such a good program. But Diva, I do want to bring this back around to your thoughts on all this, because your perspective is, I would say, different perhaps than mine, because I actually am in I don't know, I'm like struggling with my words. I'm in this lucky position that I don't have a disability, a physical disability that is in my way of going to get that gallon of milk. So my perspective is obviously from a different direction. There's no reason to think that there's not going to be a day in my future where this would be a blessing that I wouldn't have, to be able to just go and do that thing and not even have to think about it.
Right.
So I'm curious what your thoughts are here.
Well, first of all, I really want to thank our guests, because I am loving the conversation. We have 4 different perspectives on what inspiration is. And it's truly, it amazes me. And matter of fact, I'm actually going to say it inspires me to get to know more people and just get their perspective on what inspiration means to them, and just what living life means to them, right? So absolutely, this is a great conversation. And I am actually really fortunate to be able to share my thoughts here on this platform. And for those of you listening, comment. First of all, we'd love to have you on the show. So definitely reach out to us. We'd love to get you here. But yeah, definitely comment below. Let us know what your thoughts are. If you want to reach out to any one of us individually, say, hey, I'd love to connect with CeCe and learn more about you. I'd love to connect with Leigh and learn about, hey, how can I learn more? Right? So definitely connect with us. We'd love to hear about who you are and what you do, and have you on.
Excellent. Yeah, I can't say enough good things about all of you wonderful ladies joining us here today. Leigh, CeCe, Diva, this has been wonderful. I really have appreciated this conversation very much. This is the TDC Today Show. My name again is Sue Roskopf, and until next time, we thank you.